Welcome to your 10th grade orientation. What you will need: your transcript, copy of your registration form, and the copy of the A through G requirements.
Your transcript is your permanent academic record of all the classes and grades you've accumulated through your high school career. It's also a confidential document and also very useful for keeping track of what subject areas you fulfilled toward graduation. It also has your test results. Here's an example of a second semester freshman transcript with the grades and classes that were taken in the first semester, the current classes that are being taken now in the second semester, and the credits summary box in the middle.
This slide is your credit summary box in detail, which you will find on your transcript. There are 4 columns total. The first column is what is required for graduation. The second column lists the credits that you have already completed. The third column is the work in progress, and the final and fourth column is the credits that are still needed towards graduation. On this example, you will notice the KC test listed. At this time, the KC test is no longer a graduation requirement.
In addition to the 230 credits required for the diploma, there are also 2 proficiencies. The first is computer literacy, for which you can pass a test or take a class. The second is the algebra requirement. For that, you need to pass Math 1, Math 1B, or a higher math class.
In this slide, you will review the A through G requirements. Please turn your attention to this sheet. To review, the A through G requirements are the requirements needed to be eligible to apply to a 4-year UC or Cal State your senior year. The different categories are listed below. The first, Area A, Social Science, 2 years. Area B, English, 4 years. Area C, Math, 3 years. However, you must complete through Math 3. Area D, Science, 2 years, 1 of a biological lab and 1 of a physical. Area E, World Language, 2 years. Area F, Visual and Performing Arts, 1 year. And finally, Area G, Elective, 1 year. A couple of important reminders regarding A through G. C or better is the minimum grade. No D's or F's are accepted, and always try to earn the highest grades that you can. Also, the 10th grade GPA is the first GPA that is calculated for admission for UCs and CSUs. On another note, this year you will be in-serviced with Naviance, which is a great college and career resource that can help you with college questions.
This slide provides a subject-by-subject breakdown of both the graduation requirements and the A through G requirements. There are some similarities between the two, for example in English. However, as you can see, there are some major differences when you're talking about things like physical education, health class, electives, and foreign language, visual arts, or career technical classes. As you can see on the left, to graduate from Camarillo High School, you can take any combination or just 20 credits of either of a foreign language, visual art, or career technical class. While over on the A through G side, they're separated. You do not need a career tech class, however you do need at least 2 years of a foreign language, at least 1 year of a visual art, and only 1 year of elective, while to graduate you need 60 credits of electives. The other big difference is in testing. As you know with A through G, or if you're applying to for university, you need to take the SAT or ACT test as part of your application process, along with your A through G subject requirements. However, for graduation, you do not need to take the SAT or ACT. Rather, you just need to once again meet the math proficiency passing 1B or Math 1, as well as meeting the computer proficiency, which is passing a class that meets that requirement or passing the computer proficiency test. Within our home state, there are 23 California State Universities, better known as CSUs, 10 University of California schools, better known as UCs, as well as private colleges. Should you choose to apply out of state, there are a number of private colleges and public colleges as well. Moving on to your 10th grade course selection form. After putting your name at the top and your ID number, and not forgetting at the end of this process to get your parent signature at the bottom, you will be selecting 6 classes, once again, as a freshman, unless you're in marching band, which next year is going to be a 7th period, or if you take jazz band, also called stage band 0 period, or if you take the ag class 0 period. At the moment, we do not know if we're going to be running any 0 periods with either a foreign language or a core class, so just stay tuned for that. The majority of you will be picking 6 classes, and really only 4. The reason I say that is because you will notice with English and with math, starting this year, your teacher, that is your current English and math teachers, will not only write in the level that they recommend you take next year, they will also sign off on that. Counselors cannot accept your forms until your current English and math teachers have filled in their recommendation for the particular class that they want you to take and signed it or initialed it. After that is taken care of, you will make your science selection. We have 3 different levels of science: College Prep Biology Lab Honors, and AP Biology. Once again, with PE, you will take PE. If not, you are obviously involved in a sport or cheerleading or song leading or marching band. However, 3 new options for you as freshmen. You can take dance rhythmics, you can lift weights, or you can take a yoga class. Below that, we have social science. This will be your first year where you will take a year of a social science class. This year you had geography for a semester. Again, 2 choices: College Prep World Civilization 2 or AP European History. And then at the very last, your 6th selection, you will choose 3 electives in order of preference. Obviously, those of you who are in a foreign language this year, we would recommend that you continue with a foreign language as your first choice. The following slide, we will get into the other electives that are also available to you. This is a list of the electives available to you as a 10th grader next year. Starting with agriculture, we have Ag 1 or Ag 2, floral design or advanced floral design. Obviously, to take Ag 2 or advanced floral design, you would have to take Ag 1 or the introductory floral design class. As you can see as well, Ag is available as a 0 period for those of you who would like to take a 7th class and get ahead in credits, or those of you who are just interested in Ag and want to continue with, let's say, your 2nd year of a foreign language. Below that, we have art. All 4 of these classes: visual art, which is a beginning art class where you do a little bit of everything; painting, which is most assuredly not finger painting or running around playing swords with a paintbrush; studio art for advanced artists; and 3D sculptural design. These are all A through G eligible art classes. However, they are all at least college prep, so they are serious art classes. Below that, business education. If you need or want to learn how to type correctly, not text typing, and or learn about Microsoft Word, Publisher, Excel, and PowerPoint, and get your computer literacy requirement out of the way, take Microsoft Office the 1st semester and Microsoft Office Advanced the 2nd semester. Below that, 2 classes in Consumer Family Sciences: Culinary Foundations, which is a beginning cooking class, and Developmental Psychology, better known as the baby class. Below that, we have Industrial Tech. You will take Wood Shop or the drafting class. Wood 2 or Architecture Design are the 2nd parts if you've taken Wood or the drafting class as freshmen. Moving to the middle column, the big change under music is that marching band will now be offered 7th period, and stage band, which is really a jazz band, will now be the 0 period class. Going down to world languages, if you have not taken a world language this year, we offer Mandarin Chinese, French, German, Spanish, and Spanish for those of you who already know how to speak Spanish. Finally, down at the bottom of the middle column under non-departmental, we have the yearbook class, the Stinger newspaper class called Writing for Publication, and the drama class, the first 3, all 3 of which you can see require teacher permission or teacher signature. Below that, we have student government, which is with Ms. Prestera, which also requires her permission to take. Then we have peer resource class if you're interested in getting involved with activities around the school, for example, Red Ribbon Week. We also have Avid 2 and video production. Video production, you will be in charge of Cam High Connect in that class. If you want to learn how to work on computers, we have the Internet Engineering class, or if you're in that class already with Mr. Lang, you can take IT Essentials as a second part. Over to the right, the sports. If you're playing a sport as a freshman, we suggest that you continue and choose that sport as your PE requirement. Obviously, counselors will be double checking this with the rosters provided by the coach. And finally, at the bottom, in case you didn't know, for you ladies or gentlemen, in addition to cheerleading, we have a song leading class that meets 0 period and yes, does meet the physical education requirement to graduate. Regardless of what math level you are in next year, we want to remind you that community colleges want you to complete Math 3 before attending. Here's a list of some of the available chords you may earn here at Camarillo High School. Each chord has a different set of requirements, so please check with the elective teacher in the area that you're interested in or see your counselor.
This year, the NatCat College Fair, which is at the Ventura County Fairgrounds, will be held Monday, April 25th. It's from 5:30 to 8:30. UC representatives will be there as well as Cal State University and private universities. The financial aid information table will be set up as well, and college entrance exams information will be there, like SAT and ACT. This is a free event, and the parking is free as well. This year's summer school at ACHS will allow you to recover 10 credits over one 5-week session. Dates are from June 27th to July 28th. At this time, the forms are not ready, so see your counselor at a later date for the forms.
We are almost at the end of our presentation, but first, just a couple quick reminders about what you need to be doing. You will need to be reviewing your transcript again to make sure everything is in order and there are no mistakes. You will fill out your registration form completely, hopefully taking time to review your selections with your parents, while keeping in mind your requirements for your diploma and the A through G. Start thinking about your college choices and future career, some you will already be doing through Naviance. And again, if you are on a sports team, make sure to have your coach sign your registration form.
The registration forms will be turned in the week of April 4th through 8th. At this time, you will be able to sit down one-on-one with your counselor to review all the information. Remember, this is the week right after spring break.
Certain English classes will be able to input their course requests through their student view. Instructions will follow. Entries need to be complete before you meet with your counselor.
This will be you, class of 2019. Freshmen, you have just completed your orientation.